Hello, welcome to Pride of London Fan TV. Ali here, bringing you my match preview of the big one. It's Palace against Brighton under the lights on Monday night, and it's now been 7 months since those immortal words were uttered. They couldn't, could they? But there has been a lot gone on since then, and including the fact that Brighton have started the season on very good form. If you look at it objectively, you can't not say that. Yes, they haven't had the hardest opening fixtures. Yes, they got a bit lucky against Leicester at the weekend, but they have started the season in good form. Even Neil Maupay has been scoring goals. But to utter the words of that famous philosopher, Ty from AFTV, Maupay, you're a disgrace, and I hope Brighton get relegated. But looking at their start to the season, they're playing extremely well, and that makes this team selection extremely important. I'm sure Patrick Vieira is thinking carefully about this one, because another win at home following on from the Tottenham game would really, under the lights against Brighton, would really build on that momentum from the Tottenham game. So I've been having a little look. I'm going to show you the team that I would play on Monday night. It's not necessarily the team I think that Patrick Vieira himself will play, but I don't think it's too far out. I would start with Vincente Guaita in goal. I would have Tyrick under Patrick Vieira, and it's good to see that. At right back, Joel Ward, he embodies the Palace spirit. He has to be in the team for me for this one. His final whistle 7 months ago, and he has to be on the pitch for this one. I think there's so many times, I wouldn't say he's been written off, where the fans have said that someone should play over him, and then he just comes in and proves himself time and time again. And he's also part of a back four that have kept 2 clean sheets at home this season. So for me, Joel Ward keeps his place and will be an important representative of that Palace spirit on the pitch. Mark Gahey and Addison picked themselves. I've gone on record before saying I think they are potentially one of the best Premier League central defensive partnerships. This was a tough one for me. I found this one a little bit tougher. Kouyaté in the defensive midfield role. I'm going to stick with him, partly based on the fact I've made a couple of changes in front, and I don't want to make too many sweeping changes to the first 11. But also, like I said, that we haven't conceded at home, and Kouyaté is part of that. One of his big roles in that sort of more defensive midfield role is to protect the back four, and he has been doing that. I do agree with those who say he's not as great with the ball at his feet. Long term, I'm not sure he does fit into that role in the Vieira philosophy and the new way he's trying to play. But for this one, I'm going to keep Kouyaté in. I know some are saying Luca, but Luca, to be fair, wasn't always on great form before Vieira came in. He did come on and play well against Tottenham for 20 minutes. I'm going to stick with Kouyaté for this one. Jason McArthur, who's been complimenting Gallagher so well, and I'm pretty sure will captain the team, so he keeps his place in the team, of course. And then Gallagher, I wouldn't have, by the way that the formation's worked out, it's got Gallagher very, very forward, but he's obviously going to be up and down, dropping deeper at times, and then getting in the box as well. He's very box to box, and he really is the connection between defence and attack that we've been missing, and hopefully he just carries that form into Monday night. I agree with many. He has been our player of the season so far. Wilfred Zaha on the left, he just picks himself, doesn't he? He's scored so many goals against Brighton over the years. He's made them cry so many times over the years. And the fact is, really, he is just too good for them. Let's hope he carries that on Monday night. On the right-hand side, now this is my first change. Jordan Ayew comes out of the team. I've gone on record saying so many times I don't think he should be starting on the right-hand side. To be fair to Jordan Ayew, I don't think he is a right-hand-sided player. He's a forward. He did play very well for us a few seasons ago as a forward. He can't cross the ball. He goes on runs that go down cul-de-sacs and doesn't get anywhere. I think as well, some people I know talk about his work rate and he runs a lot. But as I've said before, Forrest Gump runs a lot. He didn't play professional football. So for me, Elise on the right-hand side, universally credited as last season as the best young player in the Championship. He's shown so far in his brief cameos the quality he's got. I think there was something as well when he was playing in one of the academy games. He had something to do with 5 of 7 goals, whether it was an assist or a goal. He's ready, in my opinion. He's the sort of player on Monday night, if you leave him on the bench and we're losing in the first half to Brighton, you'll be thinking, why isn't Elise on the pitch? I know we don't want to have any regrets in this game. So Elise on the right-hand side for me. And then my second change, Edouard in for Benteke. Listen, I just think it's time to get ruthless now. We've brought these new players in for a reason, okay? Yes, Benteke, I agreed with Vieira against Tottenham. He did play well. He did hold up the ball well. But listen, the reality is, yes, he scored He went on a good goal scoring run at the end of last season. Yes, I agree. He hasn't always been given the best service in his time at Palace. But the reality is, during the majority of his time at Palace, he hasn't scored enough goals. And we've got someone in Edouard who seems like a natural goal scorer. Came on his debut and scored 2 goals. I was disappointed we didn't take the momentum of that into the Liverpool game, because I think potentially, we had a few chances missed in that first half against Liverpool. But I think it's time. Under the lights, Monday night against Brighton, let's start Edouard. I think his movement is key as well. His movement is much better than Benteke's, I'm sorry. And I said in my review of the Tottenham game, when Edouard came on, it was almost like Will's eyes lit up when he suddenly went on those runs. And it was almost like he believed if he put a ball in there, there's someone in there who's going to make something of nothing. And that's what Edouard did against Tottenham. So Edouard and Elise come in for me, because I think, last season, as great as the smash and grab was, and it will always be funny that we had 2 shots on target against Brighton and still beat them. I would like to see us take the game to Brighton on Monday night. And I think that is the team to do it. Let me know what your team selection would be. What do you disagree with in terms of my team selection? Are you Edouard or Benteke? What about Kiyate? Lots of people clamoring for Luca to come in. And also some fans saying that they think Edouard and Benteke could play together. Patrick Vieira going on record in his pre-match conference as saying he thinks they can play together. I'm not sure how that works unless you go to a 4-4-2, which are trying to move on from really a 3-5-2 possibly, but I don't think we've got wing backs to do that. Maybe when Nathan Ferguson hopefully eventually comes back. So let me know your thoughts on the team selection in the comments below. Always like hearing your comments. My prediction. Listen, I'm confident. I said at the start of the video that Brighton are in good form. That weirdly, strangely makes me more confident, because there's been so many times over the years where Brighton fans have gone into fixtures cocky and then we just sent them crushing back down to earth. I guess maybe the playoff semi-final many years ago now is the prime example of that. They were the informed team going into that playoff second leg when Zaha got those 2 goals and broke their hearts. Obviously, we had Glenn Murray injured. I just think, for me, sometimes as a fan, you just get those feelings. I'm trying to look at it objectively, but when you look at it objectively as well, we have been playing well at home. We haven't conceded a goal, as I've alluded to. We're off the back of a good home performance against Tottenham, where we won 3-0. Our fixtures haven't been the kindest to us. We've already played Liverpool and Chelsea. I'd give respect to Brighton for their start, because they do deserve that. You have to give them respect for that, but they haven't had the hardest fixture list yet. We're under the lights at Sellers Park. Let's take advantage of our home advantage. I just think I've got a feeling if we go 1 or 2 up as well, I think Potter, his philosophy, he'll keep coming at us and that'll give us more space. I think it's going to be a big win for us. I'm going to go for 4-1 Palace. Some people might say I've cursed myself there. I've set myself up for a fall. But that's what I'm going for. 4-1 Palace. Am I being too cocky? Let me know your predictions in the comments below. Mine's 4-1 Crystal Palace. You've seen my team selection. Let me know what your team selection would be. Let me know what your prediction is. It's a massive game Monday night. I cannot wait to be there. And as always, if you've liked what you've seen in this video, please press that subscribe button.